Praise Yahweh. The only people that's angry with me are those who are trying to rule in God's place. They're jealous of God's rulership, so they're trying to rule in God's place. Well, your time's up now. I hope you had a ball. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Because God is here now to take over in this place. I love all good men. I don't care what language you speak, what part of the earth you're born on. I love every good man on the planet. I didn't say I like you, I love you. I'm committed to you. And as we come together, the wicked man will flee. He can't stay where the people of good come together. That's what Star Wars was all about. The movie, there's the dark side, and there's the light side. I represent the light side. That's why all judges wear black robes. They're in mourning. Yeah. That's why their judgments are wicked. It has to be a wicked man to rule against God and try to take the children of God's property. That's evil and wicked. And I'm not going to stand for it. So I'm going to replace his black robe with white robe. When you go before a man with a black robe on, you better hope he's on the fix or something. You need a lot of money to fix his mind, because you're not going to get justice. You get black justice. Can't nobody see it. You know, when you do something in pitch black dark, you can't tell what's going on. There's lights in there. Can't see no justice in somebody in a black robe. People are mourning, black robes all over the earth, and people are mourning, people are unhappy, people are sad, wars everywhere, destruction is everywhere. But I showed everybody this week that I have a power greater than any man can face, and that's Hugo. Hugo will get you on the run. I had 100,000 people running just in Charleston. All highway pointed out. Away from. Don't tell me I can't put them on the run. I told you on West 57th Street, you mess with me, I'll show you Yahweh control nature. I already told you that. Praise Yahweh. The observance of the Feast of Tabernacles sets a precedence to the entire world and transmits an end sign that indeed Judah, the chief ruler, is beginning to regain world rulership. This represents that the Son of Yahweh is on the scene, not coming back, on the scene, and that he is resurrecting the chosen of Yahweh. And I'm taking a people whom the world has written off, trying every game in the world to get rid of. It's a miracle to see a little black baby anywhere in America now. Anything less than school age, you're lucky to see one. Now they just told you, a judge just told you, a woman fought over the embryo. That's frozen. That her husband dropped his sperm in the embryo. They took it and put it in a dish and froze it in a little tube. And the judge said the embryo in that tube, they are children. Life took place at conception. Now, since the judge said that and admitted that those little sperm in the embryo that's connected together, they are children, then what is abortion but murder of our entire race, a nation of people? And you have ignorant, dumb, stupid black women who are murdering their unborn child because their enemy and oppressor doesn't want to see you alive to rule the world. They are busy having babies themselves in test tubes like rats. While they kill 2 million of our unborn black babies every year through abortion with your complicity. Murder, and the murderers are not being called to trial, but Yahweh's going to call them to trial. Praise Yahweh. They have killed over 20 million of our unborn children in the last 10 years through abortion, while every other nation in America is busy having children. Cut you off with rubbers, foam, IUDs, suppositories, tubal ligations, hysterectomies, pills that cause your hair to fall out and cancer to take your body over, to straight cut us off. Then they fill your community with drugs and have almost 1 million of your young men in prison while they fill your community with the drugs. They put your young men in prison so that they can't have babies. All birth control clinics are in the black neighborhood, in black schools. That's to try to keep Moses from being born. I have no news for you. Moses is here. The man-child is here. The Feast of Tabernacles has 2 themes in conclusion. One, it deals with remembering our past. We are the only people in America that says words like, let's forget the past and start with now. And yet my people can tell you all about European history. Huh? Anglo-Saxon history. They can tell you about history of the Americas, American history. And then when you ask him about his, he wants to say, let's forget the past. The Jews have a movie on every single month about Holocaust in some form. Remember the Holocaust. Remember the Holocaust. 6 million Jews were killed by Hitler in Germany. Never again. Well, I'm here to tell you that 96 million black people lost their lives during the slave trade. 100 million of us were captured from Africa as Hebrew Israelites. 96 million of us died on the way. Only 6 million of us made it to America. And since we got to America, they have hung us on trees. They have cooked us like hot dogs on a stick. They have hung us and burned us and murdered us and abused us all over America. And I'm here to say, never again. And if the Jews can say remember the Holocaust, and America can say remember the Alamo, and remember Pearl Harbor and World War I, World War II, and if America can say remember the American Civil War and the war between America and England and whatever, 77, 6 and all that kind of stuff, if they can say remember, 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 then shut when I start telling my people, remember, don't forget, don't forget. Praise Yahweh. Don't you tell me I'm teaching hate. Unless everybody else is remembering this hate, they call it history. Well, I'm not teaching hate, I'm teaching history. And I want you to know, just like the federal government judged our whole nation guilty of what one wicked bastard did in opposition to what I teach, and they charged us guilty, and that all of us have to pay $1 million for the act of somebody because he said he believed in Yahweh, and he proved by his works that he didn't, and has turned and speak against me. And if they can use a man like that to make a judgment of $1 million against us to take our property in the city and claim all of us from all over America are guilty, and we and our children must pay this $1 million for the act of one. So if the government, and not him, since the government says that all of us are guilty for the acts of one, then I hold all for the killing of Cain, killing of Abel, I hold them all guilty. Praise Yahweh. It's their judgment. By their judgment, they shall have to live by it. Since they hold all of us guilty for the acts of one from among us, then all of them are guilty for the millions of Indians they killed in America. Then they're all guilty for the millions of Mexicans they killed, taking California and Louisiana and Texas. Then they're all guilty for all the Chinese they killed during the Chinese War. They're all guilty for the Japanese they killed in Japan. They're all guilty for the Koreans they killed in Korea. They're all guilty for the people they killed in Africa. They're all guilty, and they must pay as I'm paying. Yahweh. That's why Yahweh says in his holy word, the Bible, judge not, lest you be judged. Praise Yahweh. I didn't create the judgment, America made it. You read about it. Everybody with an ounce of brains knows it's a criminal thing to charge all people for the acts of one man. There's not a nationality on the planet that wants to be held guilty for all of them want to be held guilty for the acts of one. Then how can the world sit back and be quiet when these wicked bastards charge our whole nation guilty to pay $1 million for the act of a wicked man, and then give our productivity to non-producing drug addicts and drug dealers? They're not tenants, they're wicked drug dealers, drug users. How can you be a man and stand by and watch such a wicked judgment as that go down? Now you know the truth of how logic works. If it's logical that all of us from around America have to pay $1 million out or several $1 million for the acts of one, boy, America has a lot to pay for, doesn't she? Huh? Praise Yahweh. And see, what makes me unique, and I'm not afraid to say it. See, all nations are scared of America, but I'm not. You can tell I'm not. In her face, I'm not. I'm either the craziest man you've ever seen, or I know somebody. I know somebody. And his name is Yahweh. This means America better be glad I'm the Prince of Peace. You better pray. You better pray and thank Yahweh that I'm the Prince of Peace. I want peace on earth, goodwill toward men. Aren't you glad? First part of Feast of Tabernacles is to remember. So now 60 million black people in America are beginning to remember Yahweh is their God. Huh? So that means you can't tell which one of us it is because all of us don't wear white. Most of my followers don't wear white. But I'm here to spread love, peace, harmony. And all it takes are men of goodwill just to stand together. That's all. And you won't have to fire one shot. All wicked people will run out of America like Marcos ran out of the Philippines. You got your examples all around the world. See, Marcos had the whole army. Huh? He had the jets, the tanks, the bullets, the guns. He had all the army. But no army can whip people power. And if they run from people power, imagine how they'll run from Yahweh. Yahweh power. Praise Yahweh. So I refuse to let my followers all wear white. I teach them, you don't wear white. Be smart. So we sitting next to you on your job. We're next to you in the hospital. Wherever you are, it's some Yahwehs in there on you. We in there. We everywhere you look, there's a Yahweh in there. You bet your money it is. In the school system, everywhere. They look just like all the rest of the niggas. It's really easy for us to look like them. We just don't wear white. We go get our hair all done up. Yeah, we Yahweh. All over the country. It's so beautiful. It's fascinating. I'm international. And you're in something big.